Welcome back to our Retire Early lifestyle. So, we're just going to jump right in. As most people know, many politicians, celebrities, and royals from all over the world have been caught up in the Epstein chaos after 3 million files were exposed to the public, and more are on the way. We're going to introduce our viewers to some of the countries involved. Why? Because we think some of you will want to know how the places that we're being told are the greatest places to go move to stack up and line up with these current events. Number 1, Mexico. Epstein traveled to Mexico multiple times. It was one of his playgrounds along with other rich and corrupt officials. We spent the summer in Puerto Vallarta 2 years ago, and the talk of the town then by the locals themselves and the Puerto Vallarta English news was the horrific child trafficking that was going on in the city. The city of Puerto Vallarta has gone downhill in a handbasket, and that's to put it nicely and bluntly. You've heard of Sodom and Gomorrah, right? But wait, isn't Puerto Vallarta a tourist destination? Yep, and this horrific stuff happens right under people's noses. Claudia Torres, a representative in the city council, states, "All you gotta do is walk along the Puerto Vallarta Malecon to realize the trafficking and other atrocities being committed." We were vacationing in Puerto Vallarta when this news was reported. Fortunately, we didn't observe anything that looked out of place when we walked along the boardwalk in Puerto Vallarta. Even though Epstein is gone from the spotlight, the trafficking ring is alive and well in Mexico. They even call it Epstein's shadow in reports. This tells us a lot, okay? And that is just because the files have been exposed does not mean that any of the horrific crimes have stopped. It's all still going on. More names are being added to a new file dump later on down the road. We alerted our viewers in several different previous videos to the fact that Puerto Vallarta has become an undesirable location to live. And now we see it goes deeper than what was previously apparent. Epstein loved Puerto Vallarta and allegedly traveled there many times. There are several Mexican officials, representatives, and the U.S. ambassador of Mexico and others that have been implicated in the Epstein files. We're not going to list a bunch of names in this video. What we're doing is showing you that these horrific events are not just a little St. James or New Mexico Zorro Ranch problem. It's global. You see, they need these ambassadors and other government insiders that have diplomatic immunity to help them with the whole trafficking agenda operation that is happening around the world today. They have conveniently positioned these easy-to-bribe operatives into high-level positions of the governments of the world, which help them to carry out their atrocities all over the world. These infiltrators typically got there not because of education or merit, but because they became compromised and loved money and power too much. This is what's referred to as the root of all evil in the world, is the love of money. But understand, money in itself is not evil. It's what people do with the money. So it's the love of money that is evil. There's a big difference between the two. We all need money to survive in this world, but we don't need money so much that we do evil things for it. Mexico is one of the most notorious hubs for horrific traffic rings going on right under the tourists' and foreign residents' noses. The Mexican cartels have also been implicated in the files. Number 2, the United Kingdom. The UK comprises England, Scotland, and Ireland. The Epstein documents reveal several notable connections within the UK, particularly involving key political figures and parliamentary members and royal family. We're just going to show you 2 things, and then you can figure it out yourself. Number 1 is the apparent close friendship that Mr. Charles of Windsor had with accused predator named Jimmy Savile. It looks as if they were best of buds. Jimmy Savile and King Charles III, formerly Prince Charles, had a friendship that was notable during Savile's lifetime. They were seen together at numerous public events, and he was known to have close ties to several members of the British royal family, including Mr. Charles here. Charlie and Jimmy look as happy as 2 larks, don't they? No one is fooled here, right? Savile looks like part of the family. Are they related? And here is just a tip of the huge iceberg about Savile, in case you missed it. There have been over 700 allegations after his death. He exploited his celebrity status and access to vulnerable individuals in children's homes and hospitals and other institutions, which made it easy for him to carry out these terrible things. Both Savile and Epstein were known to have connections with high-level individuals and were able to operate within the elite circles. Discussions in media and literature often liken Savile's things that he did to that of Epstein's. What celebrities do you know that moved to the UK, which comprises Ireland, Scotland, and England? Is it any wonder these birds of a feather really do flock together? It's for safety. Number 3, France. France has considerable connections to the Epstein case. It's not surprising that Jeffrey Epstein owned a luxurious penthouse apartment in Paris, which officials say is now under scrutiny in various investigations. It's now under scrutiny. These investigations only came about after the public release of the Epstein files. Isn't that interesting? France has launched wide-ranging investigations into human trafficking and financial fraud among contacts of the late convicted U.S. offender Jeffrey Epstein, following the release of a trove of files on his activities. Before that time, no one saw or heard anything suspicious about this man worth billions and billions of dollars that was gallivanting all over in Paris over the years and conducting late-night lavish parties in his luxury flat located in the heart of Paris. No one heard or saw anything suspicious. Investigators are now re-examining the flat's role in light of millions of documents released by the U.S. Department of Justice earlier this year, while encouraging possible victims in France to please come forward. Yes, I hope they do. The French government wants you to know they are heavily investigating these new trafficking allegations and financial irregularities linked to Epstein and his associates. They want you to know they had absolutely no involvement in or even knew of these trafficking networks going on right under the French police's noses in Paris. Oh, they must have been playing Monopoly and eating some donuts in a basement somewhere when Epstein came to town. President Macron has been named in the Epstein files over 200 times. But every email and report mentioning the French president has always been debunked by the fact-checkers. The French administration says it's a disinformation campaign by the Russians. Russia hoax. Okay. Well, that's convenient, but still, we're not accusing, and we're not accusing anyone here, we're just showing you. We'll give anyone the benefit of the doubt. We believe wholeheartedly in innocence until proven guilty. But the authorities must conduct these investigations without bias and without obscuring the obvious, and just be straightforward investigators. Can you do that? You know, investigate something. Is that possible or not? Otherwise, it's just a sham. It's just a show. Now, we understand these are just claims, and again, the French do want to let us all know, as we've heard before, don't worry, we're on it. Okay, we won't be holding our breath waiting, but thanks for letting us know that you're on it. The bottom line is UK, France, and Mexico, along with the USA, are the most entangled countries mentioned in the Epstein files so far from what has been uncovered to the public. There are more documents and files that still need to be exposed. Here are some more countries with notable entries in the Epstein files. And it's about 10 countries, and they all have pretty notable entries in the Epstein files. You just want to look through those. It's the UK, US, France, Mexico, Australia, Italy, Norway, Israel, Russia, and Slovakia. Is anyone surprised? Now let's talk about resignations. Here's a list of some of the most high-profile resignations because of their connections to the Epstein files and the country they represent. The fallout from the Epstein files has prompted several high-profile figures to resign from their positions due to their connections. Worldwide, there have been more than 200 resignations of politicians and government officials, and a few arrests have been made and a royal title demotion. But we haven't seen any prosecutions in the USA of these disturbed individuals that are still prancing around. Here's more names. So there you go. Some of these places are very popular with American expats. Did you know this stuff was going on in these popular promoted foreign countries? It's just a little bit more information to put in your knowledge arsenal, or is it more than that for you? Let us know in the comments what you think. We just want to say it's a wide road to hell. Thanks for watching our videos, and have a great day today. Bye-bye.